I'm going to provide you with some interesting facts about the history, the economy, and the culture. I think it is important for us to know more about the world and how connected we are to it, especially our neighbors down to the south. The first indigenous people to live in Hermosillo, Sonora, were actually the Seri and the Pimas. Settlers arrived in the 1700s. They built different towns around Hermosillo. The first settlers, as I said, came in 1700 and they were of Spanish descent. At first, they called Hermosillo Pitic. The tribes there resented the Spanish, so they revolted against them and ran them out of the city in the late 18th century. But soon the Spaniards enslaved, killed, and ran the tribes more down to the south of Mexico. During the Mexican independence, the city of Hermosillo or Pitic actually stayed loyal to the Spanish crown. And strangely, in 1828, after the Independence War, they changed the name to Hermosillo after Jose Maria Gonzalez de Hermosillo, who actually fought for the independence of Hermosillo. Their main exports are fruit, copper, wheat, cotton, corn, and beans. But their biggest moneymaker or the biggest thing to their financial success are actually assembly lines. In the late 1980s, Ford started an assembly line there because cheaper labor and it was easier to make the parts than overseas. Now, assembly lines account for nearly 70,000 jobs, which is about approximately 1/3 of the population. Their main attractions are the Bahia de Quino or Quino Bay. People usually like to go there to fish. There's sailfish, tuna, etc. And the water actually stays warm year round. They actually have a museum to keep the Seri culture alive. And just outside the city is La Pintada. It's a series of caves filled with paintings from the Pimas, the Seris, and other tribes that used to live right there. They used to use those as refugees from the Spaniards. Baseball is the preferred sport in Hermosillo. The Naranjeros de Hermosillo, meaning the orange pickers of Hermosillo, have won 16 championships, which is the most in the Mexican League. Elmer Descens and Erubiel Durazo are two natives from Hermosillo that got to play in the Major League Baseball Association. And both of them actually played with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hermosillo has one of the most prominent universities in Mexico. La Universidad de Sonora is one of the top 5 universities in the whole country. And Hermosillo is actually currently inhabited by 715,000 people. And Hermosillo is the capital of Sonora, the state in Mexico. And today I shared some interesting information about Hermosillo. I hope you learned something new about the economy, the culture, and the history of Hermosillo. Thank you.